all my fault. I drove Spider-Man away. Spider-Man was a hero. I just couldn't see it. He was a thief! A criminal! He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web! I want Spider-Man!
Hello! Welcome to the most last-minute impromptu live stream ever. Well, ever on this channel, I should say. I finished my day job at 3 o'clock and I decided I wanted to build the Daily Bugle. But I couldn't, with good conscience, not stream this build. I've streamed every part of it so far. Well, every part of it's been built on the stream. I built most of it on this channel. I built a little bit, just the taxi over on Spacetime Brickstew's channel on Monday evening. But yeah, I felt like I couldn't just build this not on a live stream. I don't know why. There's probably going to be like 0 people here, but if one person is watching this, then it would have been worth it. And I know that already one person is going to be watching it because I have one person joining me. They are in work at the moment, so we got to be very careful. Like, if they say shush, we all got to shush because we don't want them to get in trouble with their boss. It is the time-traveling mock builder, the one, the only, Flash, Mr. Sam Jones.
Hey, everyone. Hey, Kragle. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well today. It's a bit warm, though, around here in the office, but yeah, I'm doing good.
Warm? Warm? Mate, it is hotter than Salma Hayek sitting in the sauna eating a bell chili pepper. It is piping hot. I'm sorry if there's a weird noise in the background, but I've got a fan on. We don't have great aircon in the UK, so I'm making do with one of those, rotating fans that just sort of like... Honestly, it's worse than an asthmatic, spitting out through a straw. And I say that, and I am an asthmatic, so, you can't...
Mate, I've got one of those little desk ones, the Chill Max Air Plus.
Oh, is that the little...
desk?
The USB-powered ones?
Oh, no, this one's mains powered, but you've got a little water tray at the top, and you fill it up with water, and it blows cool air at you.
Sam Jones going all out. Look at him.
Yeah. It's been keeping me cool all day. I've got a jug of water on standby to fill it up if I need it.
Just checking. Is that on focus? So basically, it's like the opposite to a dehumidifier. There you go. I couldn't get the word up then.
Yeah. It makes me feel nice.
It makes you feel nice. Well, a dehumidifier takes the moisture out of the air. Your fan puts moisture in the air. Yeah. Although I would say that the lack of moisture is not really the issue here. It's very, very humid. And I just want to say, hello, we have got some people in the chat. Fantastic. I thought I would be flying solo, but we have The Builder, Padawan Bricks, Jack, Imperial Bricks, and Night Calm. Hello, Night Calm. Honestly, I don't think I've seen your name for a while. If I'm right, I seem to remember Night Calm used to hang out on my Diagon Alley or my Ecto 1 streams last year.
Wow.
Good. Anyway, he says hello from New York. It's
hey,
good
everyone.
to see you.
Thanks for joining us.
If the person I'm thinking of, you're a big fan of New York. I love New York as well. I love Manhattan. I'm going to open my window a little bit. We may get some extensive background noise, but yeah, I haven't been on in months. There you go. So I'm going to be building this, or continue building this. I'm going to be talking with Sam Jones and talking with you in chat. Bear with me, because I don't have the lovely Mrs. Kragle here with me today, so I'm going to have to keep on going over to the laptop back and forth, and I've not got the best setup here for a solo workout. So, and of course, this set is quite big, so it takes up room. And I'm done making excuses. Let's just get on with it, shall we?
I was going to say, are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure your notepad of excuses goes on a little bit more than that,
mate. You know me too well. I am the king of excuses. No, actually, no. I would say I'm the king of blaming other people. So
yes.
Oh, I haven't got this Mysterio minifigure yet. The more comic one. The one I've got is the one from the Far From Home set. So this is quite cool to get this. Once again, it honestly reminds me so much of the video game that was based on the 90s cartoon series.
Oh, I love it.
Again,
so
no
awesome.
leg printing. Come on. Do you remember the boss battle for Mysterio in the video game? I say 90s. I think it was the noughties, but it was based on the 90s video game. Do you remember? It had like different levels. And because Mysterio went giant, you had to keep on jumping at the levels and avoiding his attacks.
Yeah.
I always wanted to see how Sam Raimi would do do Mysterio. I felt like that was a good villain for him because he was much more into the golden era of Spider-Man comics. An actual fact, he was going to have Mysterio in Spider-Man 4. I don't think it was going to be a major villain, but they were going to basically acknowledge the fan theory that, Bruce Campbell has a cameo in every single Spider-Man film. In the first one, he's the announcer at the wrestling competition who gives Spider-Man his name.
Yeah.
In the second one, he's the usher at the theater that won't let him in. And in the third one, he's the maitre d' at the restaurant. What they were going to say is that all those characters were the same person who's actually Mysterio. So that would have been cool.
That would have been very cool.
But yeah, the plans for Spider-Man 4 sounded so much better than Spider-Man 3. But Spider-Man 3 obviously had a lot of studio interference. I've just put that blind down a little bit. I'm wondering if I'm getting too much glare actually in here. Normally it's a problem to get not enough light in, but how is everyone in the chat doing? Is it sunny where you are? Because it's lovely today. It was overcast yesterday, but it was still really warm, really humid. And now today it's bright sunshine again.
I can't see out my window here because I've got these big blinds that are like above head height. So there is windows, but I can't see them.
That's not good. So they lock you in the building and they don't let you have a window.
No, I've got windows out onto the warehouse, so I can see what people are doing in the warehouse, which is always quite nice.
You can't see any of the zooms though.
No. Well, in my office, I don't need to. When I'm at a racetrack, then I can see the zooms.
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought the office was at the racetrack. So, those who don't know, Sam works in motorsports.
I do indeed. For my sins.
I know. I feel like I talked myself out of an invite yesterday when I said I wasn't into sports. I meant I don't really play sports or watch like football or anything like that. I have watched it occasionally. But I'm not really a sports person. But I would definitely enjoy going to see motorsports. I really want to go. I know it's not the same thing, but for years I've wanted to go to Monster Jam when it's come to Cardiff in the Millennium Stadium. And I've always forgotten to book tickets every time.
No, that would be cool. No, you haven't talked yourself out of an invite. Don't worry. I'm just pulling your leg.
Can you see that on camera? The difference in color with that piece there.
Oh wow!
In the light bluish grey, that's a lot bluer than the rest of the grey, right? You see that?
Yeah, there was a particular angle there that I could see out quite clearly. But yes, it's definitely
very reflective.
Different.
You can probably see out on my face there a little bit, actually. Oh, I can see some more people have joined. We have Seth Bland. Hello. We have Brits and Pieces, and who's this person? Hello from the in-laws. Yeah, Mrs. Kragle is round the future Mrs. Kragle mother-in-law. Yeah, she's around my mum's house. Helping her with stuff at the moment. Does this mean this is the last stream? No, probably not. I wanted originally. I had in mind it would take 3 streams, but I think I may have a bit more to do. I don't know. It depends how long I stream today. In my head, this is not going to be as long as the usual streams, but hey, what happens, right?
I was going to say, it can't be as long as the usual streams because I'm going home in about an hour. Or less than an hour.
So what? You can't, live stream when you get home?
Oh, I can live stream when I get home, but I'm not going to do it whilst I'm driving because that's dangerous.
Oh, no, that's dangerous, yeah. Well, I fully appreciate that. Also, you're also insinuating that I can't stream without you. Is that the rules now?
No, but I kind of feel that way.
This is a trap, help. It's like when you ask your wife, you're like, "Can I go out drinking tonight?" And she's like, "I'll let you decide if you can go out drinking tonight."
It's a trap. Don't do it.
It's a trap.
No, what I'm saying there is I think you need me to give you a hand every now and then. So I'll sit here and clap for you.
Hey.
Uh,
There you go. I made a mistake already, but I fixed it. It's all good. Warning, vehicle reversing.
no, that's the doorbell.
Oh. That's a very interesting doorbell.
Yeah, we have a different doorbell. Basically, we have 4 of those ringers throughout the building, and we have a different chime for the front or the back door.
Oh, okay. How's the angle on this? How about that? Is that a bit better? You don't see as much of the Daily Bugle though.
That's
how about
good.
that?
Yeah.
That's good. So I make myself full screen for now. Because we got your icon up. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, we'll do that then, so we can get a better look at what we're building.
So,
Gabriel Sanchez and the minifig Who. Hello. Does this today's stream come with added Michael Bolton? Oh God, no. And
no
we have a
Michael Bolton.
quest to do the beluga whale. The beluga whale is reserved for when we get a new channel member. So if you fancy joining the Cut the Kragle channel memberships, the first tier is for the low price of 99 pence or 99 cents in the US. Then we can play the beluga whale clip. So it will cost 99 pence basically to play that clip.
And what are the benefits of joining your membership, Kragle?
There are so many benefits. I mean, you're a member, so I'm sure that you can testify to these. But first of all, you get the awesome Kragle badge next to your name whenever you comment or live stream, or you're in the live stream. And that badge changes as you progress. So as your tenure continues as a member of Cut the Kragle's channel, the badge will reflect that by changing color. You also get a wide array of custom emojis, of which they are voted for by my channel members. They decide what we're going to have, because as I get more members, I get more slots to put custom emojis in. And what happens then is I then go to my channel members on Discord and I say to them, what would you like to see? And they come up with some ideas, and then they vote on them, and then I design them. We have those as custom emojis, which is a good segue into saying one of the very best benefits of becoming a member of Cut the Kragle's channel memberships is you get access to our exclusive members-only Discord, of which Sam is a frequent... What's the word?
Contributor.
Contributor, that's it. I couldn't think of the word. What is word?
Yes.
So Sam, is there anything you want to add about that?
Well, there's lots going on in Discord, isn't there? We talk about TV shows, movies, Lego, of course. You know, I put some of my mocks on there I'm working on and stuff like that.
So
we just talk about life.
And stuff, yeah. We talk about all sorts on there. We're also writing a book as a group as well.
Yes.
Everyone's contributing on there.
That is a good book.
Cut the Kragle adding DLC to the stream. And did I hear from BFAB we might get a Lego Titanic? I don't know if I heard it from BFAB, but I've definitely heard that rumor. I think start of the year. I think
heard that at the start of the year as well.
I think it's not even the rumor now. It's just a case of waiting for the official announcement and details. But yeah, and Evan Strum is here as well. Hello, and they're getting the Lego Titanic. I mean, I'll wait to see what it's like. I'm not going to say definite no, because it might blow me away, but I don't think at this point it's probably going to be something that I would necessarily want, but it could knock my socks off. So I'm trying to keep an open mind about it, because previously I always said I was mainly just interested in minifigure scale sets, which I still kind of am, but I've got a collection now that's growing that is not like the 89 Batmobile, and also the, we say UCS Ecto one, which it is, but it is more closer in scale to the Creator Expert vehicles, and the fact it doesn't come with like a UCS plaque. I have been looking online to see if anyone's done a custom plaque for it yet. And that would be quite cool.
Has nobody done anything yet? Or did you not find anything?
I've not found anything yet, no. I might end up doing my own one or something and try and get that printed.
Maybe. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. I should
Sorry
be
if you hear loads of typing. I'm tappy in spreadsheets at the moment.
The minifig who wants to know, Sam, are you on Insta too?
Yes, I am. I am on Instagram under at racing.sam. I put my racing stuff on there and I put my Lego stuff on there. So
Wait, so it's not the Brick Keeper, because that's your Lego alias.
that is my Lego alias, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to create another Instagram account just for that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I kind of like people just looking at my Lego stuff on my main stuff. So yeah.
Okay. But if you don't know, Sam has a Etsy store, the Brick Keeper, and on there he sells instructions for some of his mocks, including the UCS TARDIS, which I did a video on. And he's also working on a new project, which I kind of suggested, requested, intimidated, bullied, pressurized him into making.
All of the above.
Which you can get. There's sneak peeks of on the Cut the Crackle Discord in the mock thread on there as well. So
there is indeed, and yeah, hopefully all the parts for all of those will arrive this week. Minifig Who, thank you for the follow, because I've just seen that come up on my phone.
Oh, fantastic. Why is that? What have I done wrong here? Why is that? Oh, that is right. Oh, I'm saying I'm doing it wrong. I've done it right. Oh, there you go. Even when I don't make mistakes, I think I make mistakes. This is how low my building confidence has gone now. And hello, Black Series Supreme Leader Kaido Sam is here as well. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Thank you so much for joining. It's great. We got 12 people here. Oh, 19. He's just jumped up on stream now. We got 19 people here. That's fantastic.
Does that mean you're seeing stream numbers again on stream?
I am, yeah. Are you not seeing it, or?
I don't see it anyway because I'm a guest. But you know, it was that thing a while ago. It was just telling everybody, "Oh yeah, zero."
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Spacetime was like, "There's 0 people watching the stream." I was like, "Well, I know that's definitely not true because Mrs. Kragle is downstairs watching it." You know. But yeah, I'm really bad for live streams. My live streams generally don't tend to have many people watching them, I think, because I don't really schedule them. I always seem to do them impromptu. Like the most notice I seem to give is like a day. The
least notice you give is 5 minutes.
Yeah. The best 2 streams in terms of viewership I think I did was one was the Ector 1, and I think that was just because I had the set day 1 and it was during lockdown. So it was really no one else had got the set. So I think people were just like, what? They were seeing it recommended to them or something. And the other one, there you go, I've made a mistake now. That did really well. It was my very first solo live stream I did on my channel, which is the Black Pearl. But I scheduled that like 3 weeks in advance, so people knew exactly, when it was going to happen. And I think it was a bigger deal because I hadn't live streamed before. I appeared on a couple of other channels, but people who only knew my channel were probably like, "Oh, I get to hear Kragle's voice live." And imagine how disappointing it was to hear myself live when I'm not as witty as I am on videos that I can edit all the useless bits out of. Setplan says, "Don't forget to like, subscribe, and send all checks payable to Mrs. Kragle." And Black Sea Supreme Cow Sam says, "My diet is doing okay." That's good. Okay is good. And thank you everyone who's joined us. It's great to have you here. Please do let us know in the chat how your day is going. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to talk about, let us know. Otherwise, we'll probably just talk about absolute nonsense.
Yeah, we like nonsense.
I like nonsense. Well, we like nonsense. We're talking about it. I don't like nonsense in terms of like, oh God, what nonsense is this?
Yeah.
So, have you got any plans when you finish work today?
Go home and have
Go
dinner.
home. Yeah, that's a good start.
And then it's Thursday today, isn't it? So I have date night tonight.
Ooh, so that's why you can't stream then.
Yeah, so it's good. It's opportune that you actually done this earlier, really, because it means I can come along, join the party, and then I can have date night with Lady Sam later.
Have you got any plans for date night? Because obviously, I'm guessing it's going to be a remote date because she's still down in London, right?
Correct. So we'll probably watch a film.
Okay. Do you know what film it's going to be?
I don't. I think
Well,
it's my
what kind
turn.
of date night is this? This is killing the conversation. This is like drawing blood out of a stone. Come on.
I think it's my turn, so I better come up with a decent idea. I think it might have to be like.
Well, there you go. Actually, now it's getting juicy because now we can put it to the chat. What film do you think Sam Jones should watch with his lady Sam? By the way, his girlfriend is also called Sam, so we call her Lady Sam. So, sound off in the chat your suggestions for what film they should watch.
Yeah. Any welcome suggestions? She likes Star Wars. She likes Jurassic Park. She likes a lot of things, actually. She's pretty damn cool.
She's got, in all fairness, she must be not that fussy because she's going out with you, so.
Oh.
What's that? That's 21 minutes into it. Are we 21 minutes into this already?
Yeah, 21 minutes in, and you've only managed to get one dig in. Come on, man.
It doesn't feel like it's been 21 minutes. It feels like it's only been like 2 or 3 minutes. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. But there you go. That was my little dig. I need to calm down on the digs, I think. I don't want to get people upset. Although, I'm pretty sure Sam can take it.
I can take anything you throw at me, mate.
He loves dishing it out as well. Let's have a look. So, let's see. Blank Street is supremely a cow. Sam says today I played Xbox. Awesome. And Jack wants to know if I'm going to be at the date, and also can he come as well. Nightcalm says The Dark Knight. It's a good film. Jack says The Last Jedi. No. I'm not going to read Seth Bland's one. You can have a look at that yourself. Evan Sturm says SpongeBob SquarePants. And Black Sea Supreme Cam says, I have a haircut today. I don't know what that film. I have a haircut today. Do you know that film?
No, I don't think that's a film I'm familiar with.
Oh, I have a haircut today. I wonder what it's about.
I'm going to take a stab here, but maybe it's about people having a haircut.
Well, you say that, but then there's a film called The Postman, which doesn't feature a postman.
That's a very good point there.
Yeah. See? I make good points. Sometimes. So I think I'm doing the elevator door because this build here, or this little assembly, is very similar to what I did on a previous floor. I should say that if you haven't caught the other 2 streams, I've been building this. The first one is public, so you can go onto that one, and then the second one then is unlisted. So you can still watch it. You just have to click the link in the pinned comment on the first stream. I just do that because my OCD kicks in. I don't like seeing lots of like the same stream series on the thumbnails on there. I know it's weird. It's just how my own head likes to look at stuff. So, yeah. But don't go now. Stay here. Enjoy this one. You can go back and check that out later if you want to. We need you here now. We need you. Don't leave us. Please don't go. Please don't go. Don't go. Should I stop singing? Are you just searching for a polite way to say that? Or are you searching for a witty way to put me down? That's the question.
Both. And if I can do it in one sentence, that's even better.
Will I finish the set today or tomorrow? I don't know. Originally, I said I was going to try and do it in 3 streams, but I don't know if today's going to be a long stream, so we'll play it by ear. And Jack says, watch The Room. You know the film The Room?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Do I like the set? Yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far. A few things that I've got a bit frustrated with, and it's nothing particularly bad. It's just like when you're doing these bits, there's a lot of columns in the actual structural build that get a bit repetitive, but there's enough in here to keep you interested. Just as you start going, okay, I'm getting a bit tired of this, it then jazzes it up with something. There's really cool stuff. I love the sand mountain explosion thing. I don't know. The taxi is really cool as well. The Easter eggs are great. I hate stickers, but I am definitely impressed with the amount of new prints are in here. obviously stuff like these big screens stickers, but I find it hard to complain when the artwork is just this good. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this set.
Good. Well, it does look like a fantastic set, and every time I see you build it, it does make me want to actually get it, to be honest.
Seth Bland says, I didn't want this set until I saw it built at the LEGO store. Now I'm torn. Yeah, I get that, because there's a lot of sets that I've said and I've seen it built, in the flesh, and it completely changes your perspective. It shows just how much goes into the photos of some LEGO sets, when they don't work and they don't sell to you. And then you see a set in real life, and you're like, wow, that's so much better than I thought. And I had the similar thing with the Disney Castle. It wasn't a set that I was that blown away by. I was like, oh, it's just a facade. And I was like, yeah, it probably doesn't look that big. And then I saw it built up in the LEGO store. And one of the guys hadn't put it out yet. He was about to put it out. And he was like showing me the details. And so I was spotting the Easter eggs before he could tell me when he turned it around. And I was like, yeah, I need to get this. And it ended up being the first LEGO set that I bought with my YouTube earnings. So it's also got a special place in my heart because of that. I associate it with I got monetized on my first earnings. I had a video that did really well. I say I went viral. It didn't get millions of views, but it did really well for me, especially as a guy who was just starting out. And that paid for my Disney Castle, which is still on display today. It's never been taken down. Been moved around, but never taken down, which is very unusual because I normally take sets down and rotate them. Although saying that, there's 3 sets normally that I haven't taken down since they've been built, big ones. And that is Ghostbusters HQ, which I'm definitely not taking down because I'm a massive Ghostbusters fan. And it's got all the lighting kit, intermingled now with it, interwoven. The other one is Disney Castle, which is still up. And the third one, I actually did take down. Or the Mrs. Kragle took down yesterday, or the day before yesterday. She cleaned it yesterday to pieces. And that is the Ninjago Temple of Air Jitsu.
Oh, very nice.
I love that one. I say I'm a casual Ninjago fan. I don't know much about the lore. I haven't really watched the show. I watched the film, which was dreadful. I know a little bit about the stories. I've read a few of the comics, but I love some of the sets. And that was one set that I feel, transcends Ninjago. It just looks great as a piece of Oriental architecture. And I've had that on display for 4 years, and it needed a good clean. And we said, we'll probably take it apart to clean it. So I was like, okay, we'll take it apart and we'll clean it and wash the bricks and everything. And I decided, actually, I'm going to take it down for a little bit because we have nowhere to put the Daily Bugle. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the Daily Bugle where that was because it has enough height room because it's on a bureau thing. That goes up to waist height, so it has nothing above it. And that's also going to free up some room alongside it, because this is narrower, to have something else on display. So, yeah. So, look at the chat. So, how long is the stream and when is the stream ending? And are you doing a 2-hour live stream? And I'll be back at 5:15. Okay. As I said before, I don't know how long the stream is going to be. We'll see how it goes. And Dark Gajira says, smacks Google and YouTube, and hello there. Hi, Dark Gajira. Hi, Chris. How's it going? Is it because you didn't get a notification, or is that why you're smacking Google and YouTube? Gabriel's got to go as well. Bye, Kragle. I'll be back later. Bye, Gabriel. Bye, Black Suit Supreme Cow Sam. And I'm sorry if I see this wrong. Is it Sinner? I'd say Sinner. Maybe the T is silent.
Yeah.
What do you like more, DC or Marvel? I actually, and this will probably get people turning off in their droves, but I do prefer DC. I love both, though. That's why you understand. To me, you can love both, but I do agree that there's always going to be one that's going to edge forward that little bit. And for me, the one that edges forward that bit is DC. It's the one that I grew up more with. Saying that. Yeah, comic-wise, I definitely grew up more with DC. I still watched Marvel shows like the X-Men 90s one, the Spider-Man one, but I definitely think that the animated Batman series knocked them both out of the park, as good as they both were. But yeah, I'm primarily a DC fan, but I love Marvel as well. And I love this set because it makes me think of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon and the video game that accompanied that as well. And I have read a lot of Marvel. I got Marvel graphic novels and stuff. I'm really happy to finally have a Daredevil minifigure because Daredevil was one of my favorite Marvel characters. So I prefer DC, but Marvel movies and sets are better in my opinion. That's fair enough. I know a lot of people think that way. No notifications. Yeah, that's. I don't know if it's because you didn't have the notifications turned on, the bell icon, but even then, I've had people say they don't get notifications. It's kind of annoying, and especially Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. Yeah, I love that trilogy. TinyCN109 says, "Hey Kragle, what happened to your Back to the Future minifigures? I've still got them. Yeah, I've still got them. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry. Do you mean where are they or?" And Jack says, "You can be a DC fan and a Marvel fan. Get out of here." I know. Contrary to popular I can't speak. Contrary to popular belief, you can be a fan of both. There we go. This is why the outtakes my videos.
No, you can't. Don't believe you.
I've told this story, I think, before, and I think I've even told it on the first stream we did for this set, but maybe not everyone was here for that. But I've been exposed to Marvel comics throughout my life, but I never really got into them. I used to read Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man, and Cable and Deadpool were the three ones I used to read sort of in my early teenage years because my best friend at the time, Adam, used to be more into Marvel than DC and used to get those comics, and that's what I used to read. When I was around his, I used to bring them around mine and stuff. But it was when I was in university doing my master's that I worked in a video game store, and literally everyone there was into comics, and everyone had a different favorite superhero. And it was just a great atmosphere because there was no sort of ego or arguing. We all just basically shared our love for these characters with each other. So that's where I picked up. I read Civil War for the first time. I read Planet Hulk. I read the Dark Phoenix arc. What else did I read? I think I had already read. No, I had read I can't remember what Daredevil arc I had read, but I've already read one at that point. My mate was like, "No, you need to read this one." I think I read Daredevil Yellow, and instead, my mate gave me The Man Without Fear. I think I realized I'd already read it, but a long time ago. But yeah, that's when I got into a lot of more Marvel characters and stuff. I mean, I was already a fan of Marvel anyway. I obviously watched the X-Men cartoon, the Spider-Man cartoon. I loved the Spider-Man video game. Used to love the X-Men films. And the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. So, yeah. I've always liked both, but it was that point that I got into the comic side, because really, I guess at that point, apart from the odd dabble, Marvel was more cartoon and films for me. Seth Blanc says, "I never get notifications either, but Tiny Cena does." Okay. Bliss Rebellion says, I only like the DC shows, to be honest." Do you mean that you only like DC when it's the TV shows, or do you mean that out of the TV shows, both Marvel and Marvel and DC do, you only like the DC ones? So I'm not sure. Doctor just says, "Like it's allowed to be a fan of Star Trek and Star Wars." Oh, Sam's left and come back. What happened to you?
Sorry, fat finger issue.
You haven't got fat fingers.
I have when my phone is on its side, because I've got you on my dock underneath all my other screens, and I went to check, just pull down notification and check the chat, and you all disappeared, and I was like, "Oh, I've clearly pressed the wrong button here."
You've pressed the Destroy the Universe button.
Yeah.
Tiny Cena says, "I'm from Britain. What's the US like?" We're both British here. I'm from Wales, and Sam's from England.
I am indeed.
Have you ever noticed that when people put the ER in England, instead of England, they go England?
Yeah. What's that about?
I don't know. I originally thought it was just an American thing, but I've noticed other people, and even people, in Britain do it sometimes as well. But whenever someone says England, I always think of the song Vindaloo.
Yes, yeah, I know what you mean there.
Because doesn't he say in that one? They go, England! Something, doesn't he?
Yes, I think he does.
Vindaloo, 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 la la. Get a copyright strike now for that.
That's it, you're done, mate.
I never support England to football or anything like that, but I did like that song. Nip one, pill one, drop one, curl one. I remember I got told off for saying that in primary school. They're like, that is not appropriate to sing in school.
I kind of agree.
Yeah, but are you shocked by me doing something inappropriate? I mean, come on.
I'm not shocked at all.
Who else but Kragle?
Exactly. Who else but Kragle? There's a lot
sorry.
of people.
Little Ben says the shows are my favorite part of DC, like Titans and the CW. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I enjoyed Titans. I enjoyed Series 2 more, even though it had a few continuity issues. The guy who plays Jason Todd in that, he's the first live-action depiction of Jason Todd, and he's really good. He's really good. They are gonna. I know from what was already being leaked about Series 3 that they are gonna scoot over part of his storyline. They're gonna do adaptation of it, but they're gonna sort of like skip one part, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. But at the same time, it's gonna be cool just having that character on screen. I hope that's vague, so I'm not spoiling anything for those who might not know. But at the same time, anyone who doesn't watch Titans at all will be like, what is he on about? Did you watch Titans at all?
No. Can't remember if I have. No, I don't think I did.
It was good. It had some problems. Like, problem is, it's one of those things where you can tell it's been second guessing, like, the decisions it makes.
Was that the live action one on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, it was originally.
Yeah, no, I did watch that. I did watch that. Yeah, I thought I only watched the first season. Bear in mind, I haven't watched the second one yet. But yeah, I thought it was all right.
Well, the season 1 had the most infuriating cliffhanger ending because it wasn't even like a cliffhanger ending. It was just like it went unfinished. And apparently, that wasn't like meant to be the last episode. They just decided, actually, we're going to end on a cliffhanger, so scrap the last episode and we'll just redo it as the first episode of Series 2. Which I thought was
outstanding.
Yeah, I thought that was a stupid move. I get the whole, leave them wanting more, but it didn't even feel like a proper cliffhanger. It just felt unfinished.
Yeah.
And then when it came on to Series 2, the first episode just felt at odds with everything else because there was a bit of a shift in style between 1 and 2, which also has caused a couple of continuity issues. But overall, I really like it. And I like that we're getting to see certain characters and interpretations of them on the big screen. The guy who plays Dick Grayson is really good as well. He's got a good cast, a really good cast, I should say. I think all the characters are pretty well cast. Ooh, we're going to bag number 10 now. We have a quick look at the chat because I think I've been neglecting it a little bit. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. It looks like Temper A says hello from Russia. Hello, great to have you here. Thank you for joining us. We have Mini Brick Fan. Hello there. And Tiny Stein says, I've been watching your content since 2019, I think. Wow. Long-time viewer. Thank you. Thank you so much for your continued support. Oh, sorry, your name isn't Tiny. It is... Tinny. Is it Tinny Sealand, is it? Sorry, yeah, double N. I beg your pardon. Tinny, I get it. And Sam the Lightning Marvel fan is here. Hello, Sam. I wonder when you were going to show up, since this is a Marvel set, and as your name suggests, you are a Marvel fan. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sounds like you've got a good number of people watching us today, Kragle.
Yeah, it's struck on a little bit. We're on 16, but, considering this stream was the most last-minute stream ever, I think it's a good number. I was, going to be happy if we had just 1 or 2 people watching us. Sorry, now this is going to get really noisy, so I'm going to mute myself a second and let Sam take you over.
Which is never a good thing because I have nothing to say that is worthy of listening to. But right now I am still working, so let's have a quick look at what's going on in the chat. Jack, Cut the Kragle is a man who sits on the fence. He is both a DC fan and a Marvel fan. What else have we got here? Night Calm is off. Bye. Thank you for joining. I'm impressed that we have viewers from Russia. I like Russia. It's always a country I wanted to go to.
Yeah. Isn't it the largest country in the world? It transcends 2 different continents.
It does indeed. You would be right.
Yeah. See, this is another thing. Do you know how I was moaning before about the Gwen Stacy? I've moaned about this character on previous live streams. Let me just pull focus on this. Because to me, this does not represent Gwen Stacy at all. One, they've not used any unique pieces. It's all existing stuff. And 2, it doesn't even look like a good Gwen Stacy. I'm sure at some point Gwen's had her hair like this, but really, it's not what you associate with Gwen Stacy. You associate more with the bob, or if it's from the Spider-Gwen universe, she has like one side shaved sometimes, like in the Spiderverse movie. This one, I can't remember where this hair from, but it's not unique. She has the Hermione face print and the Tooth Dominoes jacket, which I know they've used on a few different things. It's basically based on the designer's sig fig. His alias is Tooth Dominoes, but I associate it with Raimi from Hinside because that was what it was originally used for, and that character was basically Tooth Dominoes sig fig. But now I've got something else to moan about because we have the Peter Parker minifigure that comes in this set, right? And you're not going to believe this because they, in their amazing wisdom, have, where's his hairpiece? Used Jack's torso from Inside.
Oh.
And I can't unsee it. Again, I guess it's generic. You could use something else. But again, I mean, you get away with it a bit more with this figure because, it hasn't got any logos or anything on there. But it still, to me, is instantly recognizable as Jack from Inside. The face print, I think, is the... If I remember correctly, it's the one they've used for Spider-Man before. They've used, I think, for Ant-Man as well. It's the most mocked one, like the fact that they think like several different actors all looked exactly the same in the MCU. I think there's even a set where 2 of the characters have this face print. It's basically Marvel's equivalent to the angry clone face, which leads me on to another complaint I have, is that the Sandman uses the angry clone face in this set, even though the torso is from a Sandman in another set that is cheaper and has a different face print. So yeah. I do love this set. I love the minifigures in there. I love the fact you get 25, but they definitely have cut some corners. For giving you Daredevil, minus any decent leg printing, sadly. And giving you, where is he? Punisher, which is probably my favorite because he looks so complete with the dual mold legs. They've cut some corners. Most of them are with they're all named, but the generic figures that are around the Daily Bugle. But to do it with Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy is just wrong, And Seth Blunt says main characters should never reuse prints. Reuse prints should only be for generic figs. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're using the same character, if you're doing Spider-Man or Peter Parker across different ones, I get using the same print for him. But when you're using that one for like 3 or 4 different characters, using the Angry Clone for Sandman is just awful. I can only think it's because they have like so much stock of that headpiece left over now that they've changed the Clone Trooper face. But, Gwen Stacy, it's a brand new minifigure of her. When was the last Gwen Stacy figure that we got? Did we get one with that Spider-Man bridge set,
That's a good question there, Kragle.
I think we did, because in the comics, it was Gwen Stacy who got dropped from the bridge by Green Goblin. In the Sam Raimi film, they changed it to Mary Jane, and Mary Jane got rescued, obviously. But it just little things like that. I just think stop this set from being perfect, Yeah, I hope the actor's being paid well. Yeah, if he's playing if he's playing all those different roles. And TDC109 says, "Do you know any famous YouTubers, e.g., M&R, Just Too Good at stuff?" Well, yeah, I know both those people. I've been on their. I was on their podcast before the Bricks and Bits one. I've been on streams with Ryan many a time as well.
What is fame? What makes these people famous?
I don't know. They got over 100,000, maybe. I mean, I'm good friends with Greg from Brickatect. I'm often been on his streams, and he's been on mine and stuff. In fact, actually, if you've been watching my content since 2019 and you always get notifications, you should know that in my latest arcade update video, there are several appearances from other LEGO YouTubers, including Just Too Good. No, I don't mean minifigures. I mean they actually are in my video.
Yeah, they full on appeared.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you even had a conversation with them at one stage.
No, I didn't have a conversation with them, but yeah, I asked them to film themselves for a collaboration on my arcade video. I would like to do more collaboration videos. I'm doing one with Spacetime at the moment as well. I just want to stream with some of my buddies again. Like Shy popped up on yesterday's stream, and it was so great having him on here because I haven't talked to him for such a long time. Occasional message back and forth in the Discord that we're both on.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that's how I got to know most of those guys was through streaming with the quarantine streams last year.
Yes, yeah.
I know we all wanted to do like an anniversary one in March, like anniversary of the quarantine streams, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's just hard trying to get everyone together. That was the one thing that was good about, I guess, that time period was that everyone was kind of stuck at home with nothing to do. Now as life starts going back to the new normal, as they say, it's getting difficult again to try and organize stuff where everyone can make it.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. It's the same reason why we haven't streamed over on Scott's channel much recently, because he's now working for the company I work for and doing events for us over in the US. So,
I wonder how he got that job.
No idea. Couldn't possibly tell you.
I like that. That's a little photocopier build, like a 90s photocopier.
Oh, that's very cool.
Look how they've even done like this. They used a window pane with glass in there. I love little stuff like that. Honestly, when I did my iZombie Morgue, that's what I obsessed over more than the actual structure. Was the little things of like how I was going to do a water cooler. Since then, I've built like 3 or 4 official Lego water coolers, but at the time I didn't have any reference for it, so I just made my own one. And to be fair, the ones that I built for Lego have not been a million miles away from what I come up with. But I did stuff like that, how I was going to do the desk and how I was going to do the mouse on the desk and stuff like that. And at the morgue table with the sink, the wash hang on there. I love that kind of stuff, the little assemblies. That's kind of why I like minifig scale stuff, because I feel like I always wanted to sort of have like a model city.
Yes, yeah.
I was into Scalextric as a kid, and I used to also like not just like have Scalextric going around with the gun remotes, almost the trigger remotes. Yeah. I used to build our cereal boxes and cardboard boxes and stuff. My own little like display stands. I used to draw people on there watching and stuff, and put some of my toys in there. I used to build tunnels for them to go under as well.
Oh, very nice.
I've never been really into model railways, but I do like looking at them and seeing like when they put all the details of like the environments and stuff. So I feel like Lego is kind of my way of making getting into that a little bit. I really want to do when I get when we move to our next house, which will probably be a few years from now, but when we do, we're obviously going to try and get a bigger house. I definitely want to have a Lego city. Whether or not I don't know. I might have to wait until. That's
what me and Lady Sam want as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to even just our first place together. We said we got to have a room where we can both work from home if need be, because that's going to happen. But also that we can use to store our massive amounts of Lego and to actually do live streams.
sounds awesome.
Rather than being sat in the corner of the bedroom or at the office at work.
I know, like we call this the Lego room, but it's not. It's not at all, really. It's got the most Lego. That's it. Yeah, I would say it's got the most Lego of any room in the house. But Lego is literally all over this house. Plus, this room isn't just Lego; it's Funko Pops as well. It's the spare room because you got the spare bed in here. But when we have a kid, it's going to be their room. So I don't know what I'm going to do then. Try and kid-proof it, or yeah. We did say that when we have a child, when they get to a certain age, we're going to have to go to a bigger house.
Just
going to have to, I mean, it would probably be doable. Like Mrs. Kragle, like her mum and dad raised her brother and her sister in a house that's not much bigger than this one. But I just feel like with the amount of stuff we have with our hobbies and everything, we would either have to just get rid of a ton of stuff and stop collecting, or move to a bigger house. And I'd rather move to a bigger house.
Yes.
I always felt like when we got this was our first house. It wasn't the house that we were going to sort of live and die in, if that makes sense.
No, yeah.
I love this house. I love it. Absolutely. But it is like our first one. It's getting on the property ladder,
Yes. Yeah. Which is difficult enough as it is in the UK.
Yeah. House prices have rocketed since the pandemic, haven't they?
Yeah.
Tanisina 109 says, did you ever build the T-Rex Rampage that has plenty of furniture builds? I did. I don't remember that many furniture builds. There are little sort of like vignettes in the back of the gates that were quite cool, but I don't remember a lot of furniture builds in that. But it has been a while since I built it. I actually preferred the gate build to the T-Rex. I wasn't that fussed on the T-Rex, to be honest with you. I had a lot of buyer's remorse over that because I was like, did I just get this just for the gates and the minifigs? Because I really wanted the minifigs as well, because I really want more Jurassic Park stuff. That's one thing I'm really excited for, the next wave of Lego Jurassic World, because they have some more Jurassic Park references in there. I mean, I'm really hyped for the 4+ set because one, it has the old Jurassic Park Jeep or something that looks like it. Yeah, it's a 4+. It's got the prefabricated vehicle, base, but I'm going to customize it anyway. But also because it has Jurassic Park logo and it's a 4+ set, they're going to be printed tiles rather than stickers. So I'm really hyped about that.
Yeah.
But there's another one that has I think I've got a stick on the bonnet for Jurassic Park, and it has the Jurassic Park color scheme. I didn't realize though, because I was looking at the characters and I'm thinking I don't really recognize these. I'm pretty sure I'm up to date on the Lego Jurassic World cartoon series. And apparently what they've done this time is the characters in there are a mixture of the ones, from the films who are in the Lego Jurassic World cartoon, and also from the Camp Cretaceous series.
Okay, yeah.
Which I did wonder if they were going to do stuff like that, because they seem to have stopped doing the... what the hell? They seem to have stopped doing the Lego Jurassic World cartoon just as that started, which is a shame, because I was like, well, I was told before by my friends, my Lego sources, that the idea was they saw how much dinosaurs were selling with Lego, and they wanted to keep this an evergreen theme. So the idea was that they would do the cartoon series to fill in the gaps when there's no movies.
Yeah.
So when the cartoon series stopped and we've got a year before the film comes out or whatever, I was like, oh, okay, what's going to happen now? But it looks like what they are doing is, even though that stopped and they've done Camp Cretaceous, they're going to kind of do Camp Cretaceous sets, but have movie characters with them. But the one kid, I think his name is Ben, the minifigure, looks basically like a grown-up version of Timmy from Jurassic Park. So I think I might just go, yeah, it's grown-up Timmy. Just change it. I mean, to be fair, my original plan before the Jurassic Park gate set came out was to get the... what's his face? He's Dennis Nedry's nephew in the actual show, but I didn't know that when I first saw the figure, and I was like, well, I'm just going to get that and call him Dennis Nedry. Oh, wait, there supposed to be an angle. Is it post-it notes? You plan on getting the Jurassic Park stuff?
I don't think so. mainly because I don't have a lot of room left for anything. So, which is half my problem. But yeah, I don't think I'll be getting much more going forward. To be honest, it'll be probably just be the parts until I get, just the parts I need for my mocks and stuff like that.
Fair enough. In the chat, what do I think about the LEGO Infinity Gauntlet? I think it's cool. It's awesome to have that much gold LEGO pieces coming out. I don't know if I'm going to get it, though. Someone pointed out that the wrist and the lower part of the forearm part of the gauntlet look giant compared to the hand.
Yeah.
So that kind of killed it for me a little bit. I do think that I've seen better mocks of the Infinity Gauntlets in LEGO, particularly as well the Iron Man one. So I don't think I'm going to rush out to get it, but it's a cool set. I'm glad they've definitely done it though. The new Milano. It's not Milano. What is it? It's called the Benatar. Is the second ship he has. Yeah, that's cool. I'm disappointed with the minifigure choice though. The minifigure selection is not great. I've still got the original Milano, which I'm really happy with. All I want to do is swap out the yellow for the orange because it should be blue and orange, which they corrected on the second Milano, but I didn't like the build for that one as much. Tony Stank fanboy is here. Hello, Tony Stank. I understood that reference.
I get it too. Yeah. Are you just brilliant?
This is really weird because I don't think I can push that over any further into the corner. But then if that is meant to be a doorway, or is that the idea that it's all just it's a doorway that you can't get through?
I think it might be the idea that it's all cluttered.
There was something like that in the what was it called? Was it Townhouse or Family House in LEGO City? The one that had the it had basically like the tween version of Parker in it. Yeah. The missus got it for me, and I enjoyed building it. And but one of the things I said was they had a doorway going from like the living room with the TV and games console into the kitchen that is not even half the stud of it is got clearance. It just won't let you go through it. And we have a new guest joining us. We have the one, the only, the legendary Mr. Brickatact.
Oh, I thought you were talking about someone else. Sorry.
How's it going, buddy?
Oh, good. I'm gonna clean in some pieces. Cleaning up. Ooh. You can hear the bristles going across the Technic pieces as I scrub them.
Is this like just stuff that needs cleaning, or is it stuff that you've bought from a yard sale?
Yeah, anything I get from a yard sale, garage sale, even if it kind of looks clean, I like to clean it before it infiltrates my collection.
Yeah, same.
So yeah, I mean, this stuff looks fine, but I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna give it a little once over with the toothbrush and some dish soap, you know.
Yeah, even before like COVID, I always used to clean anything I got pre-owned, you know.
Yeah, doesn't hurt. You don't know who had that. There was more like blonde hair in the collection that I got than there was like dirt and stuff, but still, you know, you don't know.
Yeah.
How's the bulge going?
The daily bulge.
Yeah.
It's going really good.
It looks like it's getting taller.
Yeah. You put the big wraparound stickers on.
Oh, how was that? Did you hold your breath?
Mrs. Kragle did it because she is better at a sticker application than I am. Normally, I only have her do the smaller stickers, but I was like, I'm going to get frustrated and end up creasing this. And she did a pretty good job. There was one little bubble by here, which she managed to get out. Mm-hmm. And the only thing is, the little indentation is right about here, but that's, do you know where the tile has the injection mold hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's there. So there's no getting around that. But yeah.
You know, I know they're a pain in
I do find it a bit tedious when you're building just a stack of like the windows, but luckily enough, just as you start getting fed up with that, they sort of jazz it up and you do something else. So
that's cool.
Although I have got a bunch of them down here, I'm gonna have to do soon.
Those giant stickers kind of make you feel like you wish you had some of those water slide decals like they use in model kits, where you can just kind of put it on there and move it around however you want, and then it kind of just sits there. But that's a giant pain in the butt you don't really want to get into in most cases.
Yeah. Yeah, you know me. I hate stickers with a vengeance, but I'm finding it hard to get annoyed with the amount of stickers in this set because there's so many new prints.
Yeah.
Like all the newspaper stuff is new prints and stuff, and even the stickers, the artwork on it is just gorgeous. I'm looking at it thinking this is phenomenal. You know, all the screens and the details and the Easter eggs. So, yeah, they've calmed the raging beast. I can't be angry. I can't. I'm sorry. I can be angry about the minifigures, especially now that the Peter Parker's built and he just looks just as generic as Gwen Stacy with Jack's torso from inside.
Yeah, I couldn't help but think when you were talking about this, how great the tiles and prints and things are, that maybe they should have spent that kind of money or effort into the minifigs to make those better.
Yeah,
That's what sells the sets.
There's a great selection of minifigures here, you know, and there are some, the ones they've done have done pretty well. I wish, like I said, Daredevil needs to have some leg printing, but Marvel always skimp on leg printing, or Lego always skimp Marvel ones on there. But yeah, I feel like they've padded it out with the named generic characters. Like they are characters from the comics, but they're just basically office workers or taxi drivers or whatever. But when they friggin' do a named character like Gwen Stacy with just all pre-existing parts and doesn't even look like her, or they get Peter Parker and they use the Marvel equivalent of the Angry Clone and Jax from inside, it's just, come on, Lego. Only the best is good enough.
Yeah. I'm holding out for Ninjago City Gardens. That's my plan.
Oh, I have that on my backlog.
We'll have to build it.
Yeah, man. Say the
It'll
word.
be like a 75-part stream, I think, between me and you.
It was so much fun when we did the Flying Fox stream, though.
Yeah. I ended up tearing it down, though. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had nowhere to put all this stuff, so I broke it down, which was really sad. And that took a long time to tear apart, too, so I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I think I've took apart the other Justice League sets. I've still got that one up at the moment.
I mean, I tear apart like 99% of my stuff, so it's kind of like... I wish I was one of those peeps. Like, I remember BFAB, like, seeing his floor, and the entire floor was covered in built Lego sets. I wish I did that, but I don't know.
This is going to bug the head out of me because I just realised this sticker, the way it's cut, is not a perfect square, but it's got on a square tile. So no matter what I do,
it's going to be
it's going to be uneven. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right. That's not your fault. I do like the idea of giving someone else the job of stickers. That way, if it's messed up, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
I'm like Clark, do all my stickers. So they're like, yeah, that's pretty good for a 6-year-old. It's like pretty crooked, but that's all right.
Exactly. Mrs. Kragle is really good at stickers. Plus, she has more patience than I do.
It just sucks though, because like once you start putting it on, and if it's not just right, if you go too far, it's really hard to fix that. Like you're pretty much committed at that point.
I do. It's not perfect, but
that's why I said the water slide decals are sweet, because you can just like move that around however you want. It's completely flat. I somehow got into the YouTube rabbit hole of watching people build like these super realistic Japanese model car kits. And
oh yeah,
it's incredible like how realistic these guys go. They even sprinkle like this little dust into the interior to make like the carpet on the floor of the car. And I'm just like, dang, that's amazing, man.
That's insane.
It takes a special type of person to build stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna stick with Lego.
I remember you go down these rabbit holes though with YouTube. Like, what was it, the beekeeping one?
Yeah. It's they know what you want to watch, and then if you even indicate like a little hint that you're into that, they're like, and yeah.
Well,
like,
apparently,
I used to build those car kits as a kid, and I remember like I'd have like glue on my fingers, and then I touched the windshield, and then you got like a fingerprint, and it's just like I don't know. I can't. Yeah,
I remember like when I used to do the Lord of the Rings Warhammer models, and if you get super glue on your fingers afterwards, it's just not good.
Do you paint those too?
I used to, yeah.
Oh, cool.
I never played Warhammer. I was never really into it, but once they did the Lord of the Rings ones, I got into it because they had a magazine that had you could get free models with it, and then I started buying them because of that. But that entire collection went up in smoke when I had a house fire, so that kind of killed that for me. I was going to say, Seth Bland says, speaking of famous heartthrobs, hello, Greg.
Speaking of famous what? Oh, heartthrobs.
Heartthrobs.
I know you're talking about somebody. It's not me now.
So you're a famous heartthrob now.
Not famous and not a heartthrob. Sorry.
You're not. You are definitely famous. You've been recognized whilst out and about.
Yeah, it's happened a couple times. It's not like I think famous is like you can't do what you want to do without being bothered. Mine is more like we might be walking somewhere and they're like, "Hey, I watch your videos," and it's like, "Oh, cool." And then like I don't know what to say, and then I walk away. I'm like, "Oh, I'm such an idiot." You know what I mean?
Well, I thought I was famous because Sam said that he was in the London Lego store and he mentioned me, and they knew who I was.
Oh my god!
So I was like, "Yeah, win."
Tell the land.
Do you know who I am? Your employees do.
Do you know who you're talking to? I am the Cut the Kragle.
The Cut the Kragle. And Jack says, you are famous in our hearts.
Oh, thank you. That's the only place that really matters to me.
And Bricks from Lithuania is here as well. Hello. Great to see you.
Oh, you know what? I actually do feel a little famous today because, oh God, I might be messing up my PlayStation. Shy invited me to come on to their podcast. And we're doing that. We're doing that here shortly. So I'm like really nervous about it. Because like I don't like know what to say, but I'm hoping that it like goes well.
Wait, you're not from California?
Yeah, well, I'm just a guest. I'm not a host. So.
Oh, okay.
Pennsylvania Brick Click is my new podcast coming soon. I think I'm gonna.
I want to bring back Bricks and Brits. I really do.
Oh God, can you imagine Pennsylvania Brick Click? It'd be me, Ginblade, and Lego Freak.
Oh, that would be bad.
And Bricked a Lot, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
He'd make it to like one episode every 6 years.
I don't know. I had a quick journey back to when we did Bricks and Brits the other day, and there was some good memories on that.
Yeah, I'd like to do more of that. It's tough to commit to things every single week, though.
Yeah.
I am saying though, I'm trying to get all the guys together to do like some type of stream, and you see me trying in the Discord every single week. I'm like, all right,
well,
available?
This Saturday, the missus is going to be gone. Like she's gone today, but she's going to be out with her bridesmaids doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not working this Saturday, so.
The only plans I have are in the morning. I'm going to try my hand at the community yard sales again, but that's going to be my fate's going to be sealed by like noon. So
I'm amazed by the whole yard sale phenomenon. We don't have anything like that in the UK. The most equivalent we would have is like
a boot sale.
You know the one that you went to where there was like burger vans and stuff like that, and you walked around in the fields?
Yeah, like a flea market.
Like a flea market, yeah. We have something like that. We call it a car boot sale. But in terms of like you just go into an area of a town or whatever, and everyone's selling stuff on their lawn, we never have anything like that in the UK.
Definitely
it's kind of
not.
weird though, because people have that stuff, right? Like people obviously have things that they want to get rid of. I guess it's just not a norm, right?
No, it would be cool though, because when you say like you're going around and you just go around town and looking down the street, and like 4 or 5 houses have got stuff on their yard for sale, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody has stuff that you bought and maybe don't use anymore. Maybe you could use a couple bucks for that. You don't want to go the eBay route or whatever. Maybe like usually stuff that you find at yard sales or garage sales, it's like it's a level above. I was just going to throw it out, but maybe I'll make a couple bucks off of it.
Yeah,
it's not usually like stuff you'd find on like Facebook Marketplace, although it can be.
See, it's normally in the UK, it's like charity shop, or like some of the supermarkets have the bins that you can just dump stuff in, like clothing and stuff, you know?
Yeah, we have that too. But I mean, if you're going to toss this thing or donate it, maybe you're like, hey, I'll put $1 on it. I don't want all these old Lego sets anymore. Let me put $5 on it and we'll see if somebody buys it. And I'm like, don't mind if I do.
I think it's because we're just not very friendly here in the UK anymore.
You mentioned this. I thought of you the other day because I was thinking like people in New York are nasty or whatever, and people in the UK, in my experience, have all been really nice people. And there was a thing on Reddit where it was your perception of it, where people in the United States are really nice and people in the UK are really mean. I don't get it.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I've only been to New York and Orlando, so my experience of being in America is a bit limited in that regards.
Yeah.
But I will say that when I was in New York, honestly, I have never been in a place that had so many nice people.
Interesting.
It was like, people was like, oh, it's people were saying, oh yeah, New York's terrible, it's foul. People would just like, walk over you. Mm-hmm. Within like minutes of being in New York, we had like about half a dozen people helping us as we were lost trying to find our hotel. We got trying to figure out what tube station to get on. We got off at the right tube station, and we came out like the wrong entrance or exit. So we were on the opposite side of the junction, and we were looking around trying to figure out where we were. This guy was leant against the wall on his phone, and he just went, "Oh, 2 seconds." Put his phone to his chest and goes, "Give me your hand, guys. Do you know where you are?" And then basically just helped us. Like, no one in the UK would do that. Would stop their conversation on the phone because they can see someone next to them is lost and offer to help. They would have to be asked, and then they would probably be like, "Oh, can't you see him on the phone?"
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we've lost a little bit. Like, I know before, like, my nan's generation, when I used to go around, like, my nan's and she used to walk us to school sometimes. She would say hello to people, and everyone would say hello back. But now, generally, if you walk around, you don't say hello to someone unless you know them or you're a weirdo.
I find that the more people there are in a location, the less likely you are to say hello. Like, if I'm on like a country road, or if like I'm on the bike path or walking or something, and it's just like me and one other person, it's like it's that's what you do. But if there's like a ton of people, you're less likely to make that contact, which is kind of
No, I get that. Like, yeah. So if I'm in town and I'm walking down the high street, and there's like a dozen people every step, I'm not going to say hello to them. But if I'm like walking down a country lane and someone comes towards me walking their dog, I'll go hi or morning or afternoon. So
that's what I do. I get offended though when people don't say anything back. Like, I'm like,
that pisses me off. Like,
I say good morning to every person that I pass, and like if they, maybe I don't know.
No, I get that. I do feel like in Great Britain we have lost a bit of our friendliness. I will say that I didn't have the same experience in Orlando. In Orlando, pretty much everyone I met who was there, like not like people who had come to the convention, but people who were working in Orlando were just horrible and miserable and nasty to me. But in New York, the opposite. Like, there were several occasions where people would stop and try and help you, or just talking to people randomly in the streets. I loved it. New York, honestly, I've never been sadder to leave a place than I have that wasn't my own home. Like, when we left, I was gutted to leave. I could have easily stayed another week or two.
That's quite the testimonial. I think the New York Tourism Board should reach out to you.
Yeah, they should pay me.
Do you know who I am?
I am Kragle. When you say that, I just keep on thinking of Ghostbusters 2. When they come down, they go, and he goes, "Do you know who he is? He is Vigo. You are like the buzzing of flies to him."
Right, I've got a dash, gents.
Okay.
I'm heading off home for the day, so thank you very much for having me on.
How dare you? You finished your work now, have you?
I have indeed. It's 5 o'clock, mate.
You have a life?
What time is date night?
Wait a minute.
I'm going to say 7:30. I think that's what time it normally is.
Oh, well, hope it goes well for you. Do we figure out what you're going to watch?
There are a few suggestions. Return of the Jedi was a good one. But yeah, we'll see.
All right, man. Have a good time.
Yeah.
All right, catch you later. Thanks.
Later.
Bye.
Toodles.
And that was Sam Jones. Did I introduce you to? I don't think I actually did I?
I think I missed him the other day. I was listening in. I think he had to leave. I think he said he was doing like a pottery class or
that was it. Yeah,
doing something when I came in the other day. But we
I am the world's worst person at introducing people. I just assume that everyone knows who I know.
No, you're fine. We're gonna need somebody to step in though, because I have to leave pretty soon for the thing.
I'll be on my own.
I could have Roxy come on. She doesn't talk much. You could say, "Do you like treats?" And then
I was watching the video the other day, the one where she grabs the RC birds. And honestly, it was like she was suddenly 4 or 5 years younger than she has been in recent videos.
Oh, she gets heavily motivated when it comes to. What I think happened in that video is she suddenly realized that she had missed her calling in life as like a bird hunting dog, and she's like, "This is mine." Luckily, like that made a great video, and I reached out to the company. I said, "Hey, is there any chance that you could send me 2 more of those? Because I want to have like a air fight." And they're like, "Yeah." So I got those, and then they're sending me an eagle as well. I have no idea what to expect from that, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty awesome.
That does sound cool.
I actually learned how to fly it better too. Like when I was flying it, I wasn't doing a very good job, but like the other night I got it, and I was like, "Okay, this is totally working," and it was really neat. I was expecting that thing to be kind of jank, but it's pretty cool.
No, it wasn't. It was cool. It made me want. I wanted to get one when I saw it. I was like, "This is awesome."
The only downside is it's $40, and you can get like a comparably sized little helicopter for like $25. So I don't know if there's a market, but it's neat the way that it flaps its wings and flies. You can cut the flaps off and kind of just let it soar and stuff. It's fun.
The one thing though, that with those helicopters is half the time they have one crash and they're broken. I mean, besides the fact that yours got mangled by your dog, it seemed like it was taking a beating and still flying, you know?
Yeah, that was my fault. I probably shouldn't have let her out while that was happening. But
what I meant when I said that, I said just for like, obviously she's had an operation recently, and it just seems that like since that now she's recovered, she's got so much more energy than she used to.
She's doing better now than she has in years. Like I take her for a walk every day that it's not raining. We walk 2 miles, which is about her limit. By the time we get back, I know this because when we're walking back, I'm walking in front of her. Yeah. Usually, like, man, when she was younger, I could probably just like, I almost didn't even need to walk. I could just put my arm out and she would propel me. But now it's like things are slowing down. But with her getting her knees replaced, essentially, it's been real nice. Like she's back and getting peppy, and she's got some pep in her step.
Oh,
do you guys say do you say pep in your step? Is that a UK thing? Does anyone say that?
Okay. I got what you meant though.
Pep in your step means it's like you're getting a little, you got a little action there, I guess. Like you're feeling better.
We would say spring in your step.
Spring in your step. Yeah, you could say that too. But yeah, we go for walks and she's doing good. We both need it, and I'm hoping to extend her life as mine as well.
Yeah, that's good. I know exactly what you're talking about though, because I remember with our dog Pepsi, we used to have like she used to run off. You take her off the lead when we got to the field, and she just run off ahead of you, and she'd come back every now and again just to make sure that you were following her. And then when she was getting older, it got to the point where she'd go off a little bit, but then almost like before even the halfway point, she'd be walking alongside you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then, like you said, and then you'd have to stop. You'd be the one stopping for her.
Yeah.
So
it's sad, but it's you just gotta.
So Tinny Cillian is back in the chat, and also Stop Motion Samurai says, "Hey, Cut the Kragle, what are your thoughts on Lego TMNT?" It was one that I missed out on. I think that was mostly during my dark age. I do like the ones based on the cartoons. I didn't like the minifigures that were based on the movie. I thought they were creepy. I have collected minifigures of the 4 turtles, but I don't have any of the sets. I would like to get them, but whenever I look, they just go for so much money now.
I had this one that I really liked when I just got back into Lego. It was their lair, it's like a play set. It's almost like a 2-dimensional thing where you're kind of going down into the sewer, and that was a really fun one. But I didn't collect much outside of that.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like they missed a step because obviously Mecha Constructs has the license now, and they've done some based on the 80s, 90s tills. And I feel like rather than done the live action movie, which just looked freaky and didn't really suit Lego, if they had done like a sub theme, even if it was like 2 or 3 sets based on the 80s, 90s tills, those would have sold so well.
Yep.
It's once again, it's like, why is other brands having better ideas almost,
Lego's dropped the ball in so many ways. I've decided I'm not going to complain about Lego. What they do is their own business, but they missed out on a lot of money that could be in their pockets from a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even with Ghostbusters, I know obviously Playmobil haven't got the exclusive license, but when I see the stuff they're putting out, and with Back to the Future, I don't know if you saw the Back to the Future 2015 set I got, but I was like, why didn't Lego do something like this? It's just, it's so frustrating. Yeah, what are my thoughts on other New York related themes? TMNT, I've just said that. Ghostbusters and MCU sets. Yeah, I think we've covered that. What's this? Also, Flames. Is it Flames 11? Yeah, Flames 11 is here as well. Jake's Bricks. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, I can see we had someone spamming earlier. Please don't spam.
How dare you?
It won't get you noticed. If anything, it's more likely to get you ignored. Yeah, Stop Motion Summer says the Technodrome or original Lair and Turtles van. Those would be fantastic.
I would original Turtles van, if they made that like a one of the creator cars, I'd be all about that life. Although you wouldn't be able to get the minifigs on that.
No, if they did the Technodrome as well, that would be awesome.
God. I mean, they do a Death Star, so why not, right?
Yeah, well, the Death Star's like all exposed, isn't it? Like, well,
Yeah.
have they done one that was closed up? I know they did Death Star 2, but that wasn't really closed up as such, was it?
No, that one had all like the little play action areas or whatever. I want to trigger Star Wars fans and Lego fans at the same time, so I'm going to get the Princess Star, I think. It's like $180, and it's like a Death Star, but inside of all the compartments, it's various Disney properties.
What's this from? Who does this then?
I think it's Lepin. I don't know if
okay.
They make some pretty quality stuff here and there.
Do I know any good memberships? Yeah, I know the Cut the Kragle membership.
Ooh, tell me about it. I want to know about the
Cut the Kragle membership has 2 tiers. The first tier is so cheap. It is 99 pence or 99 cents US, and that immediately gets you access to the amazing Cut the Kragle Discord server. You also get the Cut the Kragle badge next to your name, which changes color the longer you've been a member to show off your tenure, your loyalty to Cut the Kragle. We also do loads of cool stuff on there. We talk about Lego. I often show teasers of upcoming videos and ask for feedback, and they get to vote on stuff as well. We do members-only polls, members-only live streams. I have a monthly vlog series that is now members-only. I post on there as well. I've got a new video coming up this weekend for the previous month, which I'm really excited about because that shows the day we went to the beach and the arcade, and also when I got my my COVID shots in an old Toys R Us building. So that's pretty cool.
But that's not all. Can I tell them the best perk of being a member?
You can indeed.
Exclusive access to Kragle's Discord, which features the one and only Mrs. Kragle.
That's true.
I mean, if you weren't going to sign up before, I think I just made your decision for you. Go ahead and click the button now and thank me later.
Yeah. And also, if you join in a live stream, we get to show the amazing welcome beluga whale clip.
Oh, never mind. Don't do it.
And if you do it soon, we get to have Greg's reaction to it. Because
actually, I've got to go. No, seriously, I do. I have to get ready for this thingamajobber. How long are you planning to stream for?
I don't know. I might wrap up after I finish this bag now.
Oh, okay.
So
well, if you're still live, if you're live when I'm done, I'll come back. But I don't know if that'll be the case. But I'll try to join in the next one, whatever that is.
No worries, man. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me on. This leaves a space for someone else if there's someone else who wants to join and keep Kragle entertained or entertain by Kragle. We should make that a perk. You get a chance to come in and talk to you IRL. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, maybe I might do that as a future perk.
$100 a month. You can talk to Kragle for exactly 5 minutes, and you're going to be on the clock. So you better make it worth it.
Awesome.
All right, I'm kidding.
All right, take it easy, man.
Yeah, have fun, man.
You too. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, and Mrs. Kragle was lurking in the chat as well. I forget actually what all of the perks I put down on there are. It's been a while since I reviewed them. Let's have a quick look. No, I covered them all, I think. Well, yeah, shout outs and videos. Yeah, so what I tend to do, I need to do on an upcoming video actually for last month, but I do shout outs for all the members on there, so they get a shout on the video. Just welcome those who have joined. Okay, so we're almost at the end of this bag. I'm doing the bit which is probably my least favorite part of this build. Is stacking all the windows on there, but you know it's going to be worth it. It's going to look cool. Does mean that you've got to keep count, which is not something that's good to do when you're easily distracted, or live streaming, or both. But I want to thank everyone for joining me who's been watching. If you do have any questions that you want to ask, now is the time to ask them because I will be wrapping things up shortly. So fire away. Hey, Darth Gojira's back. The Technodrome could be similarly shaped as a Death Star, but have closable walls and tank treads as well as the iconic guy. Yeah, it would have to, wouldn't it? Like, I remember I had an idea about doing a Death Egg mock for Sonic the Hedgehog, and I was going to use the Death Star as a base for it, but it was like it would be an expensive thing to do because Death Star's an expensive set, but also I'd still need a heck of a lot more pieces because I would want it enclosed up, you know. So I didn't do that idea. I know there's been a lot of call of people they want them to do an enclosed Death Star. It makes sense, right? Because they keep on saying it's the UCS Death Star, but it's more, you know, what you would call the Master Builder one, because it's more of a play set than a display set, really, isn't it? What is... Oh, okay, it's the other way around. I was going to say, what is the difference between this step and that step? But the last piece is the other way around, that's all. I see what they mean now. Okay. Okay, now we've got the fun bit of putting all these on here to make sure it all lines up neat and tidy. Maybe have a feature where as it moves, the eye moves from side to side. Yeah, that'd be great. Kind of like with the UCS Ecto 1 or the Creator Expert Ecto 1. Like, it has a link, I think, on the back passenger side tire that as you run it along a surface, the instruments on top move around. So you could do something like that. So with the eye piece on the Technodrome rotates, then as you move along and the friction of the treads, that would be cool. Yeah, there's so much potential for doing Lego sets based on the 80s, 90s cartoon series of the Turtles. And, you know, they're the kind of sets that they would appeal to young kids because they, you know, they're bright, they're colorful, they got Turtles in there, they'd have play features, but also you get the nostalgia audience, you know, the adult collectors who would like remember the source material from their childhood that would want to collect it. I mean, you see this stuff selling with other lesser known brands in terms of like Mega Constructs and Playmobil doing things with these properties. It just doesn't make any sense to me why Lego don't get in on that. It's really weird. They just, it's like I said, they don't want money, or they do want money, but they don't want to give you what you want for your money. They want to give you what they want for your money. You know, that's not to say they don't do good stuff. You know, like this is a fantastic set, but there is certainly so many missed opportunities. I mean, ones where they completely just not had the license, but ones where they've had the license and just really haven't taken advantage of it. And then another company has like swooped in and taken it and rolled with it and produced stuff which you kind of want but don't want, because not even being a Lego purist, but just like this would be better as a Lego set than it would be as a Playmobil toy, you know? And that is that bag complete. These are all the 1x1 spares. So, what we've built today is the offices. I think that's supposed to be the back room. I don't know. I honestly don't know how you're supposed to get in there. Because I think that's part of the joke, is that it's just completely enclosed in there. But I'm not sure whose office that is. Is that Jonah Jameson's office? Maybe. He's got a picture of Spider-Man there. It could be Pierre's office, if he's a staff worker, maybe. Is there something supposed to go on that one? Might I miss something? Let's have a look. I missed out? Maybe. I don't think I did. No. Random. Why is there a random stud there? Unless that's going to be something added on later. Cool. So yeah, really love the photocopier little assembly there. That's probably my favorite build I built today, actually. It's just so neat. Really cool. And we're going to leave it there for today. So I want to thank you all again. Thank you so much for joining me on this very impromptu live stream. Honestly, I wasn't sure if anyone was going to turn up. So the fact that we've had, you know, so many of you in the chat, you know, having a conversation with us and talking to us has been absolutely brilliant. And also thank you to the people who've been in the panel, Sam Jones and Greg from Brickatect. And I was going to say, I don't know when the next stream is going to be, but hopefully it'll be soon. It might be, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow, but maybe on Saturday. I'm hoping to do some sort of stream on Saturday, whether that's on here or on someone else's channel if they're streaming. So keep your eyes peeled because YouTube does not like to do notifications, apparently. And until next time, I will leave you on this final word from our sponsors.
It's all my fault. I drove Spider-Man away. Spider-Man was a hero. I just couldn't see it. He was a thief! A criminal! He stole my suit! He's a menace to the entire city! I want that wall-crawling arachnid prosecuted! I want him strung up by his web! I want Spider-Man!